Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Page of Stones in the Lynx. And this is 2 pages in the last 4 days, as now that I've started back up. And you've got all 4 of the elements represented as well. You got the Page of Vessels, 8 of Arrows, 6 of Bows. All right, and now you've got the Page of Stones. So the lynx is symbolic of being a formidable hunter and a fierce protector. And like I said on the Page of Vessels, pages are messengers. All right, they're also learners. They like to learn things. All right, so where the Page of Vessels was learning about that psychic energy and learning about that emotional energy, the stones is all about materialism, security, and stability. So there's some learning around what needs to be secured, what needs to be stable. Maybe do I need to have this or not have this? Okay, and being of the earth, okay, they're very fierce protectors, just like that Queen of Stones, the bear, right? The thing with the lynx is he or she can be a hard worker. They're very careful. All right, and it's very slow energy. Anytime you see the stones in the court cards, it's slow, methodic energy. All right, whereas if it's the bows or the arrows, they're a little bit quicker. Okay, so if this is a person that's in your life, okay, if you're looking for a message, if you're looking to learn something. Okay, now this could be you, this could be somebody else. It's somebody that's going to have the aspect of having common sense. And, it's funny because sometimes I say, common sense really isn't that common, all right? But somebody is going to think things through and have some common sense. They're going to be dedicated to, whatever it is. In this case, they might be dedicated to, the Knight of Stones, all right? But they're going to be dedicated to being a hard worker. They're going to be dedicated to taking it slow. All right. This page also likes to learn. They enjoy to learn. So, maybe it's starting up a new class. All right, and learning something new. That's where that Page of Stones comes into play, where maybe you take on that characteristic of that page, and you start learning something, right? And this Page of Stones also comes across as very authentic. All right, they're going to be very real in the way they go about doing their business. If this is an aspect of their character, they're going to be a beginner. All right, they could be the rookie on the baseball team, right, or the new kid that was drafted. All right, could be somebody new to your area. All right, new to the job force. Right, somewhere where you can take underneath your wings and teach them. Another aspect that they have, they're going to be down to earth. They're going to be very hey, that's cool, dude. They're not going to be flustered so much. All right, and they will be kind of a busybody. They don't want to stick around and be bored. They'll keep themselves busy with picking up a broom and sweeping or cleaning something, or just looking for something that that they can help out, because they want to learn, right? They want to help out and learn things and just be authentic in the way they are. If this is an event that's going on, it could be somebody that's coming in as an apprenticeship study. That could be through millwright or plumbing or electrician, things of that nature. People that show up to those, right? Where they can learn something, all right? Where they can go through some schooling, all right? Another aspect is study. Getting online and studying for more classes. Okay, that's what that Page of Stones Lynx Lynx represents. As well as training. Going through a training class. All right, let's say CPR or something on that aspect. Those are the types of events that this page will represent. Now, like I said, this could be you. This could be somebody in your workplace. It could be your boss. Maybe he's setting you up to apprentice under him, and he wants you to take a couple classes or whatever, maybe go through some shadowing, for some training. That's a good example of, how this Page of Stones, this Lynx, comes across. So now the questions that the Lynx will ask is, what can you learn? What can you learn in the situation you're in? All right? Yesterday was a Six of Bows abundance. And, you know, when I have these cards sitting down on the table, you know, the page is looking, he's looking back towards the abundance in the Eight of Arrows and struggle. All right? So, you know, as I held these cards up, you know, what can you learn with what we've discussed over the last 2 days? All right, what can you learn with the abundance? You know, here you are, you know, working out with that struggle, and then you save the arrows for a fire, and you lit that fire, and now you have that abundance, you know, of the fruit, you know, maybe somebody's storehouse. Okay, what did you learn out of all that? All right, for me, you know, when I look at the synchronicity of the energies, it's don't get worried about the struggle, because you still have the beacon of hope with that eight of arrows in the struggle, right? That beacon of hope is actually what lit that fire for you. Okay, so what did you learn? You know, don't get frustrated. Don't have that struggle. Okay, think things through. Understand, you know, that beacon of hope is what lit that fire for you. All right, and the fire showed you the abundance all around you. And then the other question that the page will ask is, where do you need to be dedicated? Okay, again, where do you need to be dedicated in this path? And then we'll tie it into this Page of Vessels as well. All right, well, you know what? You were dedicated to, you know, walk across this bleak environment. Hurt, no arrows, you know, trying to get to where you want. But as long as you kept that fire going, you were good, right? And then you got to the, you know, the Six of Bows abundance, and you were dedicated enough in that journey to rest, start a fire from that beacon of hope, you know, and even though you've got bows sitting around there, all right, once the fire was lit, it showed you, you know, hey, there's plenty of resources around you that you can use. So even, you know, where do you need to be dedicated? Continue on with your journey. Continue on walking that, you know, that maze and obtaining, you know, not obtaining, but, you know, tackling those challenges, tackling, you know, the obstacles that are in front of you. All right, tackling the barriers. Okay, and that's what that Page of Stones asks. Is, you know, where do you need to be dedicated to? Be dedicated to where you're sitting down there. Now, you know, both of these pages together, you know, are walking that journey with you. You know, that Page of Vessels was probably swimming in that stream behind you, you know, and, you know, in the one page, the Page of Vessels probably, you know, was, as he's swimming up that stream, you know, keeping an eye on you, you know, the Page of Stones saw it, the Lynx. And he said, you know, hey, what can you learn? And the Vessel says, you know what? I've been trying to teach these people, you know, I'm trying to teach this person, all right, where do they need to let their feelings show? And the Lynx says, I understand that, you know. Let's say you let your feelings show here on this, you know, during this struggle. What did you learn from that? That's what that Page of Stones is asking. All right. The Otter's also asking, what deeper trust is being asked of you to carry that lantern, right? So that you can have that fire to see the abundance. All right. By taking on that deeper trust, okay, you're building up your own self-confidence. And then that Page of Stones says, okay, where do you need to be more dedicated? I need to be dedicated on my journey. I needed to be dedicated in my confidence for myself and how I'm moving forward on my journey. You know, not letting those struggles and that abundance, you know, bother me, because I've learned from this experience of looking within and gain that deeper trust within myself of being able to take on that aspect of that journey. And that's how those two pages, you know, coordinate things. Now, you know, here you are sitting at the Six of Bows abundance around this campfire, and the Lynx shows up. And I can almost guarantee you that Otter's sitting there too, right? And it's talking to you, all right? They're guides on your journey. until they drop off. All right? So there you have it. That's today's card of the day, the Page of Stones and Lynx. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for A Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.